All right, guys, welcome back to a new video. So we've already been warming up. I just did 325 kg, which is 716 pounds for two. And I think I'm going to jump to 425 kg because today we have a single RP 7 to 8 and we have a triple at 7 to 8. And I think I'm kind of for sure knowing what number I want to hit on that triple. The single, kind of a bit of a toss up in the air just because, you know, hitting a nice single would honestly just be to make myself feel good. It really wouldn't have any kind of, because I mean, at this point, anything over 950 pounds is honestly sufficient in a way, right? While reducing the risk. Because the reward isn't very comparable to what is going on. So anyways, I don't feel too bad. I'm feeling strong. My body weight has been like around the 409 to 415 area. So I think that's kind of just where my body weight is at the moment. And you know, I do think I've put on a little bit of weight, like some actual tissue, these last few months, just with the way that I've been eating and training and just like being on top of my vitamins and well, honestly, it could also just be the creatine because I am taking about 15 grams of creatine a day, which is like 3 scoops, while also probably should drink more water. So maybe, I don't know, it could also be like water retention. There are also studies that show Mexicans retain a great deal of water. So I don't know. But anyways, let's go ahead and change the weight and let's just, like my mindset, I need to be aggressive today. I need to be very aggressive. I need to be very confident and I can't have a doubt. So today's got to be one of those days, guys. Let's go, baby. That was money, baby. But I'm not gonna lie, that whip on the walk in, whew, about to start having me do the Macarena. Not bad, not bad. And that was after taking a long break. Actually, I was in the restroom. All right, guys, so that was 1,003 pounds. Honestly, it felt very good. Felt very, very good. It's been a very long time since 1,003 pounds has felt that good. And honestly, I think it would have moved better had I not taken like a 10-minute restroom break right before. Just like that was good. That was good. Because what did I load last week? 465, 460, 1,003? I don't know. I think no. I loaded the exact same weight last week, but last week it just felt like too much. But so what I did last week that I think really helped me coming into today, I need to keep this short so I can go straight into my top set while I'm still very primed. But where was I? I lost my train of thought. Last week on Thursday. So what I've been doing on Thursdays after deadlifts is I've been pushing pendulum squat to a very, with an intense variation and an intense body work. Like yeah, you know, when I'm squatting heavy and I'm getting close to failure, like I feel it really more like in my hips and in my back when I'm squatting. Like not so much, like I don't feel like my legs are gonna fail me. But I've been pushing pendulum squat to a point where my quads have almost given up on me. on multiple sets, on reps. So it's like, I think I'm just seeing the fruit of my labor kind of come into play, where it's like, I don't need to get 5% stronger. I just need to get 1 to 2% better. Because at this weight range, that's the difference between, you know, squatting 475 and squatting 495 or 500. It's a very small marginal difference, and I think I'm actually making some work on this. So the real hard test is going to be this next triple. Like now I need to actually, because for this was very calm, very collected. I was confident. You know, I just kind of really prioritized pushing the slack out of the bar, and I prioritized my brace on the way down and like squeezing the bar. Like I was very technical, very proficient. But for this next set, I gotta go to the next level. It's required. It is necessary because it's gonna be a big set, and I think I can do it. I'm almost like I'm not certain, but I know that if I do this right, I can do it. So we're gonna go down to 440. So just 15 kilos less, and we're gonna swing for the fence, guys. We're swinging for the fence on this one. So let's get it. That's 970, baby! Goddamn 970! That shit is too easy. That's too light, baby. Probably the best set of my life, bro. 3, baby.
Have you ever done it for 3 before?
No. I've done it for 2. Alright guys, so that might possibly be the best set that I've ever done in my entire life. Like, I mean, like, yeah, I've done 5 kilos less for 3. So this is a 5 kilo all-time PR. I've done this exact weight for 2 reps. But I need you guys to understand that, like, how do I say this? Because at this weight range, it's not just an identical set of circumstances, rep to rep to rep, or set to set, because you have a diminishing body of energy and ability and a time frame to which you can do this, right? It's like a bomb. Once you light it, you have within that fuse before you're just completely toast, right? Like, I've taken about a 10 to 15 minute rest period. There is a very high likelihood that once I get under the bar, I'm gonna have to rack it because my low back is thick. It's happened. I don't want it to happen. I would like to hit some triples with sleeveless, at least 2 sets. Maybe we can go 826 for 3 sleeveless, and then maybe we can do like 400 kg for 3 sleeveless. But, it's going to be highly dependent on how my low back is feeling. Like, I just did 1,003 for 1. I did 937 for last warm up. And then I just did 970 pounds for 3. And the reason why I'm saying this, because the way that I wedged underneath that bar felt divinely inspired. That sounds crazy, But the way that I just knew, like, nah, keep pushing into the bar, keep getting tighter, keep pushing, keep readjusting, keep pushing and readjusting until it felt just right. Like that, like I'm not thinking about doing that. It's like a reflex, like an instinct of understanding a sensation, right? It's like you're going out on a whim when you're doing things like this. So I'm just very, very pleased. And the fact that it didn't even kill me, that was like RPE 8. I think I could have done 2 more reps. I think the 5th one would have actually like been like that's it. But think about it, to have the potential to do 970 pounds for 5 reps, like I could have done 1 more for sure, like 100% one more. Uh, so it's just and not to even mention like all of the fatigue that I'm carrying into week 4. All I did was pull back my leg accessories on Thursday so that my legs would be a little bit fresher coming into week 4, like a mini peak essentially. Like that's all I did. That's all I did. Like I didn't really. I mean, if anything, I pushed squats hard week 3. Like I did 925 for 1, and then I did 937 for 4, and then I did 716 for 4 sleeveless, and then I 848 for 4 sleeveless. The 848 for 4, arguably harder than the 937 for 4 with sleeves. So it's just a matter of how you look at this entire body of work. But one thing I can tell you for sure is I am stronger. This is the strongest my squat has been. I'm almost certain that if I hadn't taken a 12-minute shit before that 1003 would have moved at the same speed. Actually, if I would have even wedged under the bar the same on that 1000 as I did that 970, it would have moved the same. It would have been like RPE air, essentially, like a real RPE 7. And like that's crazy to think about, like 1003 for 3, like I'm not that far behind. I am closing the gap on squat. I am realizing my potential and how much more I can go, right? And it all starts with just going for it. And that's something I've talked about in previous videos. It's like having to like withdraw this logical fear. Like this fear is engraved into your DNA to keep you safe, to keep you alive, to make sure you don't kill yourself doing moronic activities, because trust me, there's nothing intelligent about this aside how I'm like going about it. But anyways, like it is much easier said than done to like remove that limiter in your mind, because it's like I'm a very pensive person. Like people don't really understand how neurotic I can be. The only difference is I don't overthink to the point of like stopping in my tracks. I overthink until I figure things out, and sometimes it takes me years, it takes me months. Sometimes it just like pops into my head mid setup, like it did just now. So it's like, that's actually pretty easy. Oh, oh, my low back is low-key cooked, guys, on the left side. But we got a job to do. 507 on the bar. What a crazy day. All right, see you guys at home.